What's crackling, fam? What's crackling, fam? It's your boy Unc No Punk. Unc No Punk. With another short one just for you, fam. This one's gonna be about a 6-year-old boy who allegedly shot a teacher. Right? They say he choked another teacher until she couldn't breathe. A 6-year-old kid, fam. A 6-year-old kid. Do y'all believe that, there? I'm not saying he did not shoot the lady, but how can a 6-year-old kid be a menace like that? 6 years old, damn near baby, right? Okay, check it out. The 6-year-old boy who police say intentionally shot his first grade teacher at a school in Virginia in January showed warning signs and violent behavior in the days before the shooting. An attorney for the wounded teacher, Abby Zwerner, wrote in a recent notice of intent to sue. So she wants to sue, right? They says little boy been having signs of being violent and things like that, but no one has done nothing. No one done nothing. They say in one instance the boy choked a different teacher until she couldn't breathe, right? How can a 6-year-old kid choke an adult till they can't breathe? You believe that, dear? I do not believe that. He might grab or something, but they try to make it a little over now. Like he's a grown man, a 6-year-old baby choking people. They talking like, I couldn't breathe. You couldn't grab a little kid and do like move like that. There, move his hand away. That's bull. I don't believe it, dear. Okay. At the beginning of the school year, the boy constantly cursed at staff and teachers, and once took off his belt on the playground and chased kids trying to whip them. So what that's telling you, maybe this kid's abused in the house. No, they've been seeing the signs for a whole year. He chasing kids with belt, yelling, screaming, choked the lady a year before, so he was 5 years old then. Okay, when he was supposed to choke this person until they couldn't breathe. Chasing kids with belts. Maybe he's getting beat at home. See, all these warning signs that they had, no one done nothing. They didn't care. I bet you the kid is black. They said Virginia Newport, so by Newport News. You know what I'm saying? It's the hood there. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, right? Okay, the notice was sent to Newport News Public Schools on January 24th. The three-page document alleges that administrators at the school reportedly failed to properly respond to warnings from the boy. Yes, they properly. They don't how you say when little kids do things, show signs, they don't do nothing about it. The same as the little kids that you find who being killed by parents and things like that, or starved to death from parents. These I forgot the CFP, somebody that's called it for they check on little kids. They get notices always about this little kid this here, this kid there. They go to the house and say, oh, we didn't see him beat up, so they go home then. You know what I'm saying? There's lots of warning signs a kid gonna give. He's number 6 years old. Okay. 6-year old cannot be prosecuted. He cannot. What are we gonna do with the kid? We're gonna put him at a juvenile home. He's 6 years old, a baby, right? Since he cannot form criminal intent, he sent email. The school system had a duty to protect all parties involved. The school system. So when they saw signs of this little boy acting crazy and doing things, they should let the authorities know. But they didn't do nothing. Why? Because the school system does not care. The school system doesn't care about kids. They get their check and go on home. They ain't worry about them kids. Definitely not. On the day of the shooting, the journal went to Parker's office to say that the 6-year-old boy was more off than usual and was in a violent mood. And after he had threatened to beat up the little kindergarten kid, he angrily stared down a security officer in the cafeteria, the notice says. So he threatened to beat up little kids and stand down security officer. Man, maybe he don't like authority, so he gonna stare him down, right? He threatened to beat a kid then. Is it out the norm? In a way, it is out the norm. But this little boy, he said he's at a record of him doing things, but no one's helping him. The boy needs help. His baby needs help, right? Okay. By 11:45 that day, the filing alleges a second teacher was told the boy had a gun in his backpack. The second teacher searched his backpack 40 minutes later, but couldn't find a weapon. Okay, 11:45. The second teacher was told the boy had a gun in the backpack, but 45 minutes later she go check him. These little kids are street smart. He got that gun, but hit it somewhere, you know what I'm saying, the garbage can somewhere. Why wait 45 minutes when you are told that a kid has a gun inside of school? The school should be put on lockdown. The school should be on lockdown. So this teacher who's been shot, it's the school fault. The school fault. Okay, the claim said the second teacher relayed by her own concern to Parker, who dismissed him because the boy has small pockets. And they got little kid with little pockets like that. We gonna put a gun at. He probably just got that waist on the back somewhere. You know what I'm saying? The third teacher kept that student in her class because he was upset. The notice said. The third teacher told the fourth teacher the document alleges who then brought the issue up with Parker. She allegedly dismissed the concern, saying that his backpack had already been searched. Two additional requests to search the boy for the gun was allegedly denied by Parker, the filing says. So they got the word this little boy got a gun. Someone saw the gun. Some student saw the gun. Somebody did it there. They wait 45 minutes, check them, and then just dismiss it. Like, it's nothing. That school should have been put on lockdown once they said a little kid got at school, got a weapon inside there and they can't find it. But they didn't do it. They failed it. They failed it. There's got to be a school in the ghetto, fam. The shooter spent his entire recess with a gun in his pocket. A gun that was loaded and ready to fire with his hand in that pocket while lots of first grade students played, the notice says. The shocking incident is said to involve one of the youngest school shooters in the country's history of such violence. Now, check it out, fam. It says the shooter spent his entire recess with a gun in his pocket. How do they know that? A gun that was fully loaded and ready to fire. They says pockets were small at first. How they know all this stuff there? They know he had a gun for recess. They know everything, but they couldn't find the gun or didn't call the authorities to lock the school down to search for the goddamn weapon. So therefore, hey, she took that bullet to her chest. So be it. It left the 25-year-old teacher, Abigail Werner, severely injured and wounded in her chest and hand. The bullet remained lodged in her chest. They said the boy was punished for last year's allegedly choking incident. The shooter had been removed from the school a year prior after he choked the teacher until she couldn't breathe, the claim says. Who believes things like this? They put him on suspension. He's choking teachers out. They said a year before, 6 years old, he shot the lady, so he had to be 5 years old. What kindergarten? How can a kindergarten kid choke an adult until they can't breathe? Y'all believe that bullshit, fam? I do not. But that's my little short one about this little kid down, the 6-year-old kid who shot the teacher out there in Virginia. I'm not saying it's not his fault, but he's a little kid, he's a baby. And you start seeing signs of little kids being so violent, taking his belt off. I'm sure he's getting abused in the house. Most likely his mother or somebody who's in the house beating him with belts. Because kids don't pull belts out and things like that. It's like, pull a belt. He's seen that too goddamn much. You know what I'm saying? But this little kid, we don't pull no belt out to chase somebody with that deal. So little boy got a lot of issues there. He need to be helped. He need to be taken care of nowadays young. He's 6 years old. If they don't do nothing now, imagine the boy gets 16, huh? He might be a murderer, fam. And I'm out, fam. Peace.